Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Vintage Story with Fish. And look at these cool things behind me. I found them not in a ruin, but as I was in the forest, there was a big pillar and looked like it might, well, I guess you would call it a ruin. It was a ruin of some worship site or something, but I thought they looked cool with these eyes, and I have a really great idea of how I'm going to use them. Um, my original intention when I made this basement entrance from the outside here, I wanted to have it enclosed around here. So I love this building, but I think I need to move it. It's my distillery, and I think I'm going to repurpose it for a home over. I have a spot picked out by a pond over here, tucked away in the woods. I think it'll make a nice little house for in the woods and free up some area. And then what I'd like to do is make an entrance and put on either side of it those pillars or whatever you'd like to call them with the cool eyes, and make it look like almost like a cave entrance. Not so polished, I guess. Make it look like it was like a natural thing that we excavated and it leads us down into some cool place. But what I'd like to do today is in the kitchen area, I want to do some remodeling. I've gotten a lot better, and with the addition of the mod QP, or rather CP chisel, or is it QP chisel? The mod, I've gotten a lot better with my chiseling, and also this isn't enough cooking stuff. When I'm cooking like a whole batch of food, I'd like to have more surface area, and I have so many of these um, ceramic bowls. I don't need all these ceramic bowls. I have all shelves full of them here. You know, when I went to ruins and things and they'd have them, I was taking them because I had intentions of using them at one point for like a lot of oil lamps. But I think I'm gonna just take a break from that idea, and it's just taking up room in the kitchen. So my thought is that that's why this is here. And I'll, oops, showed you a little sneak peek of all my things I'm going to use. So my thought is I'd like to extend it all the way along the wall. I'd like to make something up here that looks like it's a like each chimney, or maybe each section has a chimney, and I'd like to do a chimney out here because I also want to put a chimney with smoke on it and make it look a little more realistic because, you know, let's face it, if you're cooking in your kitchen like this, you're going to die of carbon monoxide or something. So what I like to do when I do projects are to keep things tidy is I like to get a chest and put everything in here. I had a couple ideas. I was going to go with brown brick for the new oven cook area, but I thought that's too much brown in this area. I got this nice red. So I think I'm going to continue with the red bricks and maybe do some highlighting of it with the black bricks. But I also brought in some ebony planks and such because what I'd like to do is change this out. I mean, it looks cool, you know. When I first was chiseling, I chiseled out, and I think it actually still looks pretty good. But I think I can do better. I think I can make some kind of cabinet area that is here. So I might get another chest so I have somewhere to put all of this stuff into, and I'll probably start with this because it might dictate how I'm going to do this. I might end up connecting it. Well, you know what? I'm not going to. So, you know what? I'm just going to work on this one. But before I do that, I need to stop this water source that I have here. It's an infinite water source. For those of you that don't know, in the game, if you just pour a bucket into a hole, it becomes a water source and it's unlimited. So if you just keep on taking buckets and buckets out of it, it's not going to empty. Um, I see my food levels are about to start yelling at me, so let me eat some of my scrambled eggs. Do I have any more here? Yep, I do. Let's take another bite, and we'll put the leftovers in here for later. Uh, all right, so we are going to take the ebony planks to start with. And what I'm going to do is climb up on the counter, and I'm going to put a block in here. So now the water's gone because I filled it with a solid block. So if I break away these pieces, I still have them, which is cool because then I can, if I don't like it, I can still put it back together, or I can use this. But see how this is something I chiseled down to put in front of the front, and you'll get what's happening there. But in the meantime, let me put these away somewhere out of the way because I'm not going to be using them. So these are all the pieces. If I need to put it back together, I can do this. All right. So we are going to start with the one here and one here. And then we got to put one here. And this is where the water is going to go in, but you're probably saying, what the heck's going on? This thing's really big. So I can chisel it down. Let me get my hammer and chisel out. I've also put all the tools I'm going to use. It's kind of like how I like to do things in life. I like to get a toolbox and put all my tools in it. And when I'm done with the project, I can put them all into the toolbox and either put them away or put them aside until I continue. All right. I also have some nice marble I'm going to put on top too, but we'll get to that. So I can use the chisel and make this a chiseled block, and I can start blocking it down. But there's this tool with the chisel mod that allows me to do this. I can just shave it down. So we're going to bring this down to, I think, about one more, maybe even more. Let's see how much I can get away with. This is always tricky because now I'm going to put water in there, and I should have taken a bucket with water before I took the water out, so now I have to go outside. But let's go get some water and put it in there. If you make that chiseled block too thin, the water actually pours out, and then it starts going all over the kitchen, and it'll flood it. Yes, I did it already when I did the original one, and I had to hurry up and get stuff. And I remember at that time I had the mod to tame the wolves, and I had my dog in there. And all right, so let's put water in here and see what happens. Oh. All right, so the water's in here. So let's see if we can chisel this down even more. Oh. What do we think? I'm thinking that's good. So the other thing I want to do is I want this to look like I have cabinet doors on it. And I thought since I have oak and ebony, might as well just continue that theme. And I'm going to do similar to what I did here. And gosh, I think I want to bring it down even one more. Let's see if it goes. Yeah, it will. Okay, cool. I think that looks better. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, so let's put the bucket away for one. Get that out of our inventory. And we're going to take some, I think oak planks is what I want. And if I put one here, I can do similar to what I did before. We're going to make it a chisel block. And then I'm going to start to bring it down. But I'm going to do a little more than that. So let's get it the thickness that I want. One more? Yeah, about one more. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to choose the smallest size. And I'm going to chisel down. It's one of the things when you use the smallest size is you got to do one by one. But the nice thing is I have another tool here called a pantograph. So it'll allow me to copy this one, and I'll do it, make a duplicate over on the other side. And I think this is going to turn out looking a little bit warmer with not so much stone. Because I love stone, but I feel like you need that wood in there to make it warm too. And I think it needs even more, so let's do one more. I don't know if you guys hear, that's my elk out there. If he screams a bunch more, it probably means he's hungry. Elroy's kind of spoiled. Okay. Need to do one on this side too. There we go. So we've got 2 here. We need to make it another one that's like 2 here. Okay. Let's take a step back and see what it looks like. And I think that looks like a cabinet door. Now I'm going to put knobs and things on there, but for now, because it's, going to be inverted, well, is it? Am I going to make that one open that way? And that? No, they're going to be the same. So I think I'm going to wait until I make this look like a... So now we got to put a knob on there, right? So what we're going to do is, oh gosh, you know what? I was going to use this polished basalt because it's really black, and if I scale it down, it'll look kind of metalish. But I just remembered, I don't know if I can throw chiseled blocks into, but I'm going to try this. There is some metal blocks I found. Where did I put them? Maybe in here. I found them in a ruin, and I took them. So I got to figure out where I put them in here. I need one of those mods that does a good job of organizing all your inventory. So if anybody knows of anything good, please put it in the comments. Here we go. So it's rusty iron block. It doesn't say chiseled. This one does, but these 2 don't. And it's perfect because I need 2 of them for each door. I don't know why I still have this trough in there. That is really cool. Okay. It might be too dark and look like the wood, but we'll see. Oh, I left the back door open. Gonna let the flies in. Okay. So my thought here is to take this. Let's go on the chisel. Right there is going to be where the knob is, right? So I'm going to put one of these in. Oh, it won't let me. Oh, that stinks. Let's try it again. Nope, it's just making me throw it. Son of a gun. Okay, well, we're going to have to use the black. That would have been really cool, though. I was going to make it look like it was like iron. All right, we'll use this. I think it'll still work out as I planned. All right, let's go. And I'm going to sit down when I do this so I can get a better view. Do I put the knob there? Do I put the knob there? I mean, that is right in the middle. So, okay, we're going to choose that. Oh, yeah, that looks like a nice knob on there, right? Now, do I need to put some, like, hinges? I think I need hinges. But rather than make those, so we'll do what? 1, 2, 3 down? So what we're going to do is we're going to chisel that, but we're going to go back with that. Yep, that looks like a hinge to me. Now, do I do the same on this? Or, I mean, it has to, right? Because it's going to... It's a shame that I'm using that whole stone just to make that little block, but it'll totally make... Oh, yeah, that looks cool. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Do a lot of counting in this game. Oh, guys, that looks awesome. That totally looks like there's hinges on there, right? Looks like there's a knob. I wish I could bring that down with just one little hair, but I'm still pleased with it. Okay, so now that we got that down, let's go get our pantograph out. We don't need the planer. We'll put that up here. And we're going to put a wooden block over here. Or the oak one. And then what I'm going to do is go over here, take a picture, and put that there. Now, I'm also going to take a picture of this and do it on there. And now we have hinges. Oh, that looks so cool. That definitely looks cool. I might even put a design on the front of the sink there. But I got to be careful. If I put a hole in that, it's too thin that it might. Well, let's see what it looks like with the marble now. So now that we did that, this is a chiseled block. What we have to add is we have to add another block. Oh, I didn't take it out of the chest. So we're going to do white marble. There's white marble polished. White marble. I don't know why I ended up with those separate. There's green too. I was going to think about playing with green, but there's not a lot of green in here. So I think I'm just going to go with the white marble. We don't need the lantern here. There's certainly enough light in here. All right, so let's go back to our chisel. And then what we're going to do is throw into the palette here one of these. And I hope this doesn't make the water leak, but is this thick enough for a counter? I think so. I think any more than that would be too much. So it's going to be another one of these pain in the rear ends where you're just going to have to chisel block by block, and I don't know a way of copying that when I do it, but okay, let's get by the water done just so it doesn't possibly leak or something stupid while I'm doing this. Alright, so let's get the rest of it. I wonder if there's a way to, like, if I used a planer, will it, you know, I might, well, no, because you know what, once I do this once, I don't have to do it on the other one. Now, if I chose a bigger one, it's going to go down deeper into this, and then I start, you know, you start seeing it on the sides there, and it just won't look right. So I'm going to have to go through the tedious task of just doing this one by one, and then putting it back one by one. You know, I actually find this very relaxing. I think this is really kind of cool. I wish doing remodel jobs in real life were this easy. Everything in this world is completely plumb, and if anybody owns an older home, you know, you go to put something in, you level it, every angle is straight, and then it still looks like it's crooked because the wall adjacent to it is crooked, or the floor has got a slant to it or something. Yeah, that'd be cool if they had, like, you can do this deep, but like 4 at a time. Or you could just lasso over an area and have it remove it. But again, this is part of the game. This is one of those things you like about this game, is that it's not easy like other games where you just go into an inventory and pull something out that's already made, and this allows you to have a lot of individuality and uniqueness. All right. That is a very satisfying sound to hear the chisel. There is a lot of cool sounds like that in the game. All right, here we go. We're going to put all of our stuff back. Maybe I'll get a little closer and make it easier. The nice thing about this is this is the last layer, so if I double click, it's not going to put another one on top of it. You know, I usually like to get the back ones first because those are the hardest ones to get at. You might as well get them now because when you start putting up the other blocks. Now there is a green tint in this marble in the veins that are running through it. Marble does have some different colorations. I think it's even hard to find a pure white one. I could have used chalk also, but I've used chalk in a lot of builds, and I have some of this marble, and it's, you know, kind of an expensive thing, right? So let's get a little classy in here. There is a different texture to it too. They do get it pretty good where it looks like it has that slightly translucent feel to it. I'm just going to do that. Let's just get as many in as I can, I guess, and then I'll fill in the blanks, right? And I could put, you know, I wanted a little bit of an overhang because usually your counters overhang, but then I got to put another block here and waste a whole other block on doing that, and I think I'll still get the effect I'm looking for because it kind of looks like it's beveled at the ends too. And this is the smallest size you can go down to when you chisel. I can't do anything smaller than this. There might be a way, I don't know, but I don't think there is. I think this is in every chisel that I've ever used. This is the smallest pixel size. I think there's what, like a 256 in the. Oh, that looks beautiful. All right, so let's take a snapshot of that. Oh man, matches perfectly with the table. See how these are green marble table, or this is white marble, but there's green in there. It's got the chalk on the back, which makes for a nice backsplash. That looks awesome. Gosh, do I play around with the idea of putting like a faucet on there? If I did it, I'd have to do it off to the side because I can't do it in the windowsill here because that's already occupied by the window. It would be, and if I put another block in here, it's just it won't look right. I could do one from here to here, but then I lose the ability to put stuff on here. So I think I'm just going to be happy with this right now. I do believe there's also, oh, you know what? Maybe I should put some marble across the top too, right, guys? Ooh, let's see if this is going to leak. Am I pushing it? That's what needs to happen. Needs marble. Excuse my cough. Does that look better? Yeah, that brings it all the way across now. All right, so excuse me. All right. Let's get this off so I don't accidentally chisel it. Now, the only bad thing about doing this with the block is that even though this is scaled down and I can walk through it, this is considered now occupied. So if I wanted to put like a pot down on the ground in front of it or a bucket, it's not going to let me. But I'm okay with that. All right, so I think we need to put away some of the stuff we were working with. It's too bad I couldn't use those iron blocks. That would have looked cool, but I am really super pleased with how that turned out. Gosh, sorry guys. A little dry in the house here as winter's wrapping up. Um, oh, that's a bunch of chert rock too. I was gonna possibly do something with the chert over here as well. I was gonna put it on the foundation. I don't know how the brick and the chert will look together. I think it'll look pretty good. So, but I want to polish this and get rid of this granite because we have granite as going around. All right, so how about we do this? We go get a... We're going to get another chest. I love this hallway now that goes to the other side of the property on the other house. Oh my loot in there. It just makes it easy so I don't have to go outside. They do have part of the mod that I have where I could put these floor plates and it'll open themselves. So what was I going to get? Oh my gosh, I did one of those old people things where I forgot what I wanted. Oh, I wanted to go get a chest. Alright, so I think one chest will be enough. And we're going to put all the things in the kitchen that we're going to be removing. I think I need to put more lights. I think I need 2 more torches on either side. It just doesn't seem like there's enough light, and it's surprising with the torches in there, because there's, I don't know. It's kind of strange. Chink. Alright. I don't know if you saw this too, but I got a little table and a document there and put it right in front of where the fire brazier is. So if you want to sit down in front of a fire and read some lore, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll have one of the series, not series, but episodes where I sit down in front of the fire and I'll read the lore books to you. Maybe my voice will sound nice and boring and put you to sleep. Alright, so we're going to take, I want this sort of out of the way, so you know what, I'm just going to throw it up on the wall for now. And we're going to take as many of these things out of here as we can. These are all gray ones, let's go put those away. And take these. And down here, look at all these. I could put pots or other things down here. I mean, I really only need like 4 bowls. That might even be too much too. Like you really only need 1. Alright, so there's 4 of those. There's some 6 red ones. Now we're going to take the crocks. Oh, that's what stinks about Crocs, so I might need another chest because they don't stack. I don't know why they don't stack. That's terrible. When I say they don't stack, I mean that you can't like put like 6 of them in the same slot. Oh, I mean to put you back. Maybe I'll have room in there too. Or, you know, I could probably fit a lot of it just on my inventory that's on me in my backpack. But I really wanted to be, like, neat about it. And okay. Good thing I got more wallpaper. I want to put another shelf here. And then I was going to figure out maybe over here, put some rows of shelves or something. And the other thing I don't need is 1,000 jugs. Like, why do I have 1,000 jugs out here? These ones, I'm pretty sure, are empty. Let's get those in there too. The only ones I have are like these ones have honey in them. And I really don't even need to store them in that manner either. Alright, a couple more things to consider. So here you go, watch. If I try to put that down, it won't, but I can't do it there. But so putting those blocks in front do limit a little bit, but I think it was worth the payoff of, because I don't know how many things I really worry about putting in front of the sink like that. Let's take these down. Let's take that down. Alrighty. We got those two. And I also have a bunch of... Oh, come on. We'll put those away here. Don't have room for that, so we'll keep that in my inventory, and I'll just start loading it up here. I'll just keep it at the bottom so it's separated from the other junk I'm working on. Alright, so now we're going to do this. We are going to take one of these shelves, and we are going to put our pots. Actually, let's put them all up here. Okay. We need our one pot here. That's our nasty, dirty one. So that's the one we make like glue and stuff out of. I have a few in there too, so I probably should take one of these away, and I'll just replace it with this one for now. So I've got pots. I've got, yeah, see, I got one on here too. There's a gray one here. What else am I going to put on there, right? So I've got the pots. We'll put some of the, we'll leave the jugs where they are, because those are the ones, three. Oh, wow, I got milk in there. Holy cow, I got milk. I didn't realize I had milk. Is that it right here? Oh, it's a little spot. You know what? I'm going to drink that. Alright, that's now empty. Why don't we do... This one's got milk in it too. Let's just drink it all up. Why won't it let me... Man, it wasn't letting me taking it off there. I was like, what the heck? So this one's another one of milk. And then that one is that. I'm going to leave this for when I have crocks of food. I'm going to put some of them up there that I can't fit in the fridge. So then I need to put... do I leave that for that? Okay, I think I put all the cups on there. So why don't we grab some of them that we had in there. We're going to do... Oh, I don't have... Yeah, there's the brown ones. Okay. So let's put... I'll get on the table so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave these down here, right? So you can see them. And then I'm going to leave one bowl out somewhere. You know what? Might as well just do it there. Oh. Okay. So do we have all this clear? So now I can take these shelves off. Okay. And that's done. And I think I had another shelf in my inventory, didn't I? Or did I? Oh, I must have put it up. Or did I put it away? Let's see. Yeah, I did. Okay. Let's put him with the other one. And now I've got room for that. So I also need some crocks up there, right? So let's take 1, 2, 3, and 4. I might even want more, but we'll go with that right now. Because we'll have ones that we're using. Didn't I count 4? Where did I? Oh, there they are. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And 4. Okay. What else do I need to put up there? Do I need more room for a few more crocks? And maybe I need to move these over here. Okay. And I think I am going to put more bowls up here. And I've got 4 crocks there. I've got one in there. I got to admire that again. That really does look pretty awesome, doesn't it? Oh, hey, you know what? If this is a block in front of there, I can do... Hold on a second. I can make it an overhang. Wait a second. I just realized that. So if this is over, then I can do this as it... Oh, no, it doesn't because it's not... Wait a second. Isn't this right in front of it? Okay, yeah. So we just need to start that. And then what we're going to do is... Yeah, we'll get it. Okay. This is pretty cool. Alright, I have to put these in here because I might need those for when I do the copy with the pantograph. I just got distracted, but I want to do it now while I'm thinking about this. Alright, so we're going to do the same as we did with the other one. We're going to throw the block in here. And then when we fill it, we're going to choose that this fills back. Yep, that's what I wanted. Now we chisel these ones away, right? Did I chisel it all out? I did. There's nothing in there. Oh, yeah, that looks 1,000 times better now. Okay, so now we have to get the pantograph. I love saying that word, pantograph. And we're going to... Oh, shoot. Wait, hold on. There is an undo, I think. Oh, no. I goofed it up. Hold on. No. I just did it the same stupid thing again. Okay. Okay. Whew. Holy smokes, that scared the boo out of me. Okay. Take a picture. That's what we do. Wow, that really does look amazing now. Look at that. That's the overhang I wanted. That's the overhang. Now, I really should take the water out of there because I want to put a design down here. But I don't know if I want to push this design here. Yeah, you can't even really tell that that's in front of it now. It looks like one big, but do I put it... do I do a piece of wood on there and do a design that comes off like the cabinet doors? Like, do I do one of these designs? Do I have the dark shale stuff? I don't. See what I'm saying? There's like, so I'm going to hold off on doing this right now until I finish this. It feels like it needs something in here. And I don't know if it's this or I do. I don't think marble would go in there. It wouldn't be like inlaid with that. Um, hmm. If I chisel that, is it going to make the water come out? Gosh, I really should fill that before I do anything, and then I can go out. So let's take a lesson from what I said last time, which is let's get a bucket of water. All right. I'm going to put a block of wood in there. Oop. Get it out of there. Okay. So now if I come down here, what do I want to do for a design? Let me come back a little more. What do I want to do? So we've got to here and to here. So this is a pretty big palette. What if I did, see if I did, I wanted to work with this dark stuff and make a cool looking, kind of like, I don't know if you've ever seen where it's like a leaf, it almost looks like. I don't know if it's going to work. I think this is the middle, right? This is the middle, these two. What design do I do here? Or do I just do a wood? I mean, there wouldn't be a door here because it's not a cabinet. It's got the sink here. Do I just accept that it's just going to be dark here? Or do I try to, I don't know, do I try to put something more in there? It's got ebony and it's got marble. Let's see how this looks with the basalt. Maybe I can achieve what I'm looking for. No, so you can't even see that it's that dark stuff. I'd have to have a pretty good contrast against this, and I don't know if I want to introduce like a fourth color into this. I think I'm just going to go with the fact that it's like that, and there's no decoration in the middle. I mean, I could make like one of those little bars that you put your towel on, but then I don't have a towel to put on it. That would get tricky because then I'd have to get a color of something that looks like it's cloth, and I'm starting to reach too much, so let's just put the water back in there. Please don't leak out. Like I said, I've had that, and I had it flooded in my whole kitchen, and it was such a pain in the rear end to try to clean it all up. All right, let me put these down over here because I just want to get a good look at my... Wow, I think that looks like a really cool cabinet, even though the doors aren't functional. There is a little trick I could do where I could chisel a hole into the floor and put a what do you call it, a chest there. There's also a mod where I can somehow merge a chest into this block here. So when I click on it, it'll give me the storage like that. But I think I'm just going to leave it like this. I think I'm going to be very pleased. I'm just pleased with how it turned out. I'm almost half tempted to want to do a backslash. But if I did that, I couldn't put the wallpaper on the rest of it. So that's not going to look cool. So this is what we got. I think I'm going to call it the episode right now because I'm going to take a little break from the chiseling. I got a few other tasks I got to do. I'm making some iron and some other stuff. So let me go out and check on that while we're speaking of it. Oh gosh, look how awesome this looks at night right here. Those are going to look so awesome on that project that I'm doing. Wow, that's going to look great. So yeah, so I'm going to do that. And another change was here. And oh yeah, I don't think I showed y'all. Check this out. Two of them. So now I can double up my production. It was expensive. It cost a lot of these well, these are tier 3 mixed with some tier 2 I had left over. But it takes 65 of these blocks, and these blocks take 8 refractory bricks apiece and some mortar. So you do the math times how many bricks that you needed to do. So I had to not only make the refractory bricks, which include crushed limonite and quartz and bauxite and olivine. So if you have all 4 of those, it makes it tier 3. The difference between the tiers is that during this process, some of these bricks might break and you'll have to replace them. The higher the tier, the less chance it's going to have a breaking. So this is like 99 something. So this should rarely break and I don't have to replace it now. But it's given me the ability now to double up on my production of steel because it's just a little slow. Oh, maybe this one's done. Cool. So that one's done, and I'll be able to take that steel out. And I'm not crazy about these lamp posts, but I just wanted to put them out here for now. I might come up with some other concept. And, yeah. So, thank you, everybody, for coming along on my little build that I did in my kitchen. I'm having a lot of fun with this chisel. It allows you to have a lot of creativity and a lot of customization and not have to adhere to just every block being the same size and texture and shape and all that. So yeah, thanks for watching Vintage Story with Fish. We will see you the next time, and maybe next time I'll be making it finishing up the oven and the stove. Maybe not. Maybe I'll do it off camera, and I'll just get to show you the fruit of that. So again, thank you for watching.